All right, everybody. So the purpose of this interview today with Christian von Kessel is to give you an update on what's been going on over there at Scale Wings and let you know where they're going to be this year. So welcome, Christian.
Hi, Brian. Thanks for having me.
And where are you standing again right now?
Yeah, today I'm standing in Krosno in our factory where we make the SW-51 full carbon P-51 Mustang replica. And yeah, I'm standing here on the assembly hall, which is basically where the pre-assembly and assembly of the aircraft is being done. Here in the background, you see our latest demo aircraft, the 007, with some center wing there in the back, the Rodex engine. And I can maybe just turn over here a little bit. It's
a production line.
It's almost, yeah, we're getting there. It's pretty nice. It's really great to see the growth.
So the 007, does that have some type of movie attachment to it, or is this actually serial number 7?
It's actually serial number 007. Yeah, I don't want to spoil too much at this point, but there will there's some cool features that we have embedded into the aircraft and in terms of paint scheme and whatnot. But yeah, I don't want to give away too much at this point.
Okay, so everybody, we've got SunNFun and Oshkosh and a few other events coming up here real soon, and you're going to be able to see this aircraft in person. But before we get into that, Christian, you and I talked, and we did an interview at Oshkosh last year, and I think you made a few sales during that time. So just kind of bring us up to speed. What's happened since Oshkosh last year?
Yeah, so Oshkosh last year really was the pivotal moment for us in the company history, because it was the first time that we demonstrated a flying Mustang to the US, actually in general, to the airshow audience. And that was, of course, the key of credibility, to show that we're not just some rendered YouTube video, but it's actually
to me as well, to be honest.
So yeah, no, I mean, I just spoke yesterday with Flight Ops Dennis Dunbar at Oshkosh. He was a great help of giving us a slot to fly on the opening day of the event in front of tens of thousands of people. And that was huge. I still get the goosebumps talking about it. It was
I bet.
big day. Yeah,
that's a great opportunity for the company for sure.
It was an important day, just as great as it was intense, you know. But right. a lot was at stake at the moment for us. But it went super smooth. Our Red Bull air race pilot Antanas did a phenomenal job, and smooth flying, and then brought it down safely, and everyone was excited. And yeah, this triggered 5 sales at the show, and since then it's been coming in waves. And last month again we sold 5 aircraft, so we're currently standing at serial number 22. And
wow. The first true year of production, 22. So what's the current lead time then? People are literally standing in line to buy one of these.
Yeah, so at the moment we're somewhere end of second quarter, beginning of third quarter 2024. It depends a bit of if it's just the quick build kit or a build assist ready to fly.
Sure.
Provide here in the factory, or with John Williams at Titan Aircraft. But that's more or less where we are right now with the current pace of production. But we are investing a lot into the team. We've just grown the team in the past few weeks, getting laminators especially and mechanics to support the pre-assembly and assembly, and especially lamination, of course, which is the most labor-intensive work. But that, yeah, so the intention is to bring those lead times down, or to make sure it doesn't get much longer, even though we get more orders in. So that's basically the challenge right now. It's a great and a good place to be in, to be able to invest into the growth of the team.
Now, where is the majority of your sales coming from? Is it from, in fact, the US, or is it just equally globally?
Yeah, I would say more than 70-80% is coming from the US, which is probably pretty much in alignment with just the allocation of general aviation aircraft. I think more than 80% are registered on November. And so that's where we are. But we also have Australia, South America. We have Colombia, Bolivia, South Africa, Australia, as I said, Switzerland, now Holland, so the Netherlands. It's all over the place. Yeah.
You start building the pinpoints on your map of all over the world that you're reaching.
Yeah, we have in fact started playing around with that. It looks great. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on that. That's you guys are really out of the gate hitting it hard. So And it's a beautiful aircraft. I mean, obviously I've seen it in person. You guys have seen this on a couple episodes we've done. The detail is just phenomenal.
Yeah, the details is what makes the aircraft. Of course, the proportions are very important as well in a replica, just so that also for the trained eye, it immediately looks like a real Mustang. So that was important to us. But of course, all the rivets and screw heads and these things. Yeah, even a trained eye thinks that this is a riveted aluminum, but when they stand next to it, and then you have to poke them and say, no, it's not.
Right. So let's talk about where we can actually see this in person this year. So the next event that's coming up very soon is SunNFun in Lakeland, Florida. And I understand you're going to be there. Where are you going to be on the field, and what are you bringing with you?
So yeah, at SunNFun this year, we have relocated a bit from the LSA Mall area where you find the Lightsport aircraft down in Paradise City. We have relocated towards more of the center of the action. So now we are at LD10, that's Lima Delta 10, which is a booth. Basically, if you go from Sunset Grill, which everybody knows for sure, if you walk down past the radio station hut towards the EAA hut, it's right in that row where the
is that also where the little pond is? I think, correct?
Yeah, on the other side of Sunset Grill. So towards the radio station. Oh yeah, there is a small pond on that area as well. But it's
There's some like old boat with wings on it or something like that, like an airboat looking boat. This little pond there.
Yeah, I know. I think that aircraft is on the other side of Sunset Grill, but we are on the east side. Let's put it this way. Towards
opposite end of that. Gotcha.
That's right.
Which is a great spot because that's really the main walking path entrance into SunNFun.
That
you go through the trees and then you hit some more pavement and sidewalks go left and right. So you're literally right there at the entrance.
Right. Yeah. No, it's our second show, so we learned we're happy to be more at the center and hope for great traffic, that people find us.
So that's where you're going to be on the field. What exactly are you bringing this year to showcase?
So we'll definitely bring a Moon Eagle, which is our exhibition demonstrator mock-up. It's a really nice paint scheme that people really like, and it's been at Oshkosh. It was also at SunNFun last year, and we're bringing it again. We're working on at the moment to bring Yellow Jacket back up there, which is the aircraft that flew at Oshkosh. However, that's a bit more challenging because it's currently in Medellin, Colombia, and we're working on getting the ferry permits up to Florida, and it's pretty close at the moment. So we cannot make 100% commitment promising anything yet, but we're working hard to make it happen.
Man, that thing has got some flight time on it. How many hours do you think Yellow Jacket has now?
Oh, it's a considerable amount of time. It has crossed the U.S. continent like 3 times, and then went down to Colombia, all the way. Yeah,
that's the way to do it. You know, you need a lot of people to see this thing. So keep it in action. Showing up to all these air shows is the best way to showcase it. I tell people bringing things to market, you need hours and eyeballs to sell airplanes, right? Especially new airplanes.
That's it. Yeah. No, and it's also been flying very different climatic conditions. High desert or tropical Florida and southern regions, and it's performed tremendously without any issues. So it's really great. So big shout out to Jorge, who's been flying it so much, and of course also Trevor Dozen Aldrich. They've made a lot of great work for us in terms of promoting the aircraft.
We are partnering with great companies like Dynon Avionics at Dynon.com. Airtech Coatings at airtechcoatings.com. Clemens Insurance at clemensinsurance.net. The Aviators Clinic at aviatorsclinic.com. Foxtrot 95, Calhoun County Airport at flyfoxtrot95.com. Edge Performance at edgeperformance.no. Take a moment to go visit their websites at the links found below in the description of this video. And visit our website at experimentalaircraftchannel.com for events, our video library arranged in easy-to-find playlists on specific topics, affiliate products, aviation merchandise, and so much more. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about aviation, right? Is networking and so forth. And you get to meet a lot of really great people really quickly, and you obviously have experienced that yourselves.
Yeah,
So
no,
go ahead.
that's it. I mean, we're all working in a passion-driven industry or field, which why it helps so much, I think, having fun at this and helping each other, because at the end we're all sharing the same dream and the same passion, and yeah, then it comes naturally to help each other, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if we're not having fun in aviation, we'd be doing something else, right? Because I mean, this is what it's all about.
Yeah, we didn't do this also to make money. I mean, you wouldn't start an aircraft business or run an aircraft business if you were all in for the greed. There's more lucrative things to do.
Right.
But we want to make, we literally mean what our slogan is, realizing pilot dreams, because yeah, too many people, the real P-51 is just unattainable, and this one gets it more attainable. It's not an inexpensive aircraft for sure, but if you bring it together in syndicates, for example, we also, of course, want to work on financing options in the future. But the aircraft is worth every penny. It's just a lot of work that was required to build it, bring it to this stage. And,
all right, so everybody, if you're not, it's not on your calendar yet. It should be. SunNFun is coming up March 28th through April 2nd, which I think is like a Tuesday through a Sunday. It's literally like a week and a half, 2 weeks away. So put it on your calendar, make plans, and come out and hang out with some aviation family. So that's SunNFun. Talk to us about the next one, which would be Oshkosh. What is your plan for Oshkosh this year?
Oshkosh this year, we definitely going to be there. We're hoping to bring a two-ship formation of the Mustangs there for the first time, with a 007 and then also Yellow Jacket. And we will be positioned at booth 117, like the stealth fighter.
Okay.
Just right there with Textron and Icon, Diamond Aircraft, Stratos, and not far from Cirrus. So we have a little, how do you say, a triangular piece like of a pie. Basically, it's an interesting shape, but I think it's a good spot. And yeah, can't wait to be there and see all of you guys there who can't make it, who will not be able to make it to SunNFun.
Absolutely. Well, I'm happy to see that you're going to be there again, statically on the ground and then also in the air. So you actually be showcasing in the air this year even more. So that's going to be a nice to not only see it in action, but hear it. I understand, although this doesn't have this big fire-breathing engine in it, but the shape of the airplane itself has a certain designation sound to it.
That's it. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as many people know, we've seen it on the videos. As the air moves through the belly scoop, it creates a jet-like sound to it, which is quite astonishing. And also, the four-blade prop does a big part of this. It sounds more like a turboprop. Very grown up. It doesn't sound like your common LSA or Rotax powered aircraft.
Doesn't sound like a Rotax, no.
Completely not, no.
Oh,
that being
awesome.
said, we're working on integrating a higher powered Rotax, which may be just around the corner. But
hot
again,
rodding the Mustang.
Yeah.
Happy to hear that. All right, so that's Oshkosh, which is coming up in July, and then you've got another venue that you're going to do again this year, and maybe even more than you did. And where is that going to be?
So yeah, 100%. We're definitely going to be part of the Reno Air Races again, not literally in the races, but part of the event. It was an incredible mystical experience last year to be there. Of course, the unfortunate side event happens there as well, but the event as such was really, really incredible. I think the high desert, and with all this big history of race flying up there, it was really a phenomenal experience. And for sure, now that we learned that this year's Reno is going to be the last one at that location, we're going to do our very best to pay tribute to this and bring our best fleet and squadron up there to be part of the show. I think it's going to be a big one this year.
So you're not going to be able to race in the actual event, but you'll be able to fly in it, to do the track, do the pattern at least, or?
Yeah, we're confident about it. We did it last year
Okay.
at Reno Air Races. We flew on 2 days. We did a flight demonstration there. A dozen flew it there. It was right in front of the grandstands, and people really liked that. That was amazing. And yeah, we're definitely planning on doing this again, and hopefully in a two-ship with 2 Mustangs.
Oh, that would be amazing. So I haven't been to Reno. Embarrassed to say, I was working at another job doing something else prior to what I do now. And I was literally like the next town over. And there was things showing up every day in the news, on TV, and the newspapers every day. I was at the hotel reading about it. I just couldn't break away from work to see it, unfortunately. But obviously, this year has to be the year because it's the last time.
Yeah.
So I plan to make arrangements to go out there myself. But being that you've been there, what does the layout look like where you would be showcasing? Is it in the hangars or is it out on the ramp? Or tell me about that.
So it's set up how it was set up last year, was that you have the hangar area where the Formula One aircraft and the competition aircraft are being prepared. And then there's one area called the pit lane, where you have the race teams. And in the pit lane is also where you find some exhibition aircraft. This is where we were positioned last year. Yeah, I guess it will be the same in this year. It's a great location. It's such an intimate setting there. It feels much smaller than Oshkosh, obviously, and that puts you so much closer to the action. And
okay, so that's Reno, and that is happening in September this year. And as we get closer to these dates, I'll come online and talk about that, give some more specifics on what's happening at each one of those events. Is there anything else happening for you guys in 2023 as far as showcasing? I mean, that's a lot. I mean, that's 3 big venues for sure.
Say, we just came back from Australia last week. Simon and myself and the head of operations here. We went to the Avalon Air Show, and then we're going to Aero Friedrichshafen in the middle of April, which is the biggest general aviation show here in Europe.
Okay.
We'll bring 007 there to show it on a booth, and
I'm sure that'll be received well over there.
Yeah, we hope so. Can't wait for the opening day on Wednesday. And yeah, that's currently the plan. Of course, once 007 is in the United States, we'll make sure to bring it to smaller events that there's so much happening in the US, all over great venues and fly-ins that would be great locations to bring the Mustang and to inspire and get people excited. So we'll make sure to bring it out there and to have it actually on the road all the time. I want to see this aircraft every weekend on some pancake flying or some
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. I was going to suggest, there's so many EAA chapters out there across the world, across the United States, especially, that I'm sure they'd welcome you and into their airport. I mean, you're welcome at my airport anytime, and in fact, we'll probably throw some fuel your way if you stopped over here. So
we'll definitely make that happen. Yeah. Awesome. Where's the location?
We're in the Panhandle of Florida, Foxtrot 95. And yeah, it's about an hour north of Panama City Beach. So hey, you can visit the beach while you're here too.
Sounds awesome. Yeah. No, that the aircraft will be in Florida and that region a lot. So we'll definitely make it happen. Yeah. Good.
All right, everybody. So Christian, unless there's anything else you have to add to your travel plans, we now know when and where to see you and to get a real up close personal view of this airplane. And guys, I recommend it. It's truly amazing. If you've done any type of model aircrafting, type of stuff in your younger years or even now, that is literally the attention to detail that is in this, just on a much grander scale. So, and I think it shows well in video, but it shows even better in person. And I'm looking forward to seeing this new paint that you've got behind you that looks like wet aluminum over fiberglass, over carbon fiber. So looking forward to seeing that. Do you have a name? Have you a specific name for that color?
Not yet, but I mean, your suggestion sounds great. We might as well just pick that up. It's good because last year on the yellow jacket, the 001 is somebody came up and said, "Hey, this looks like smoked titanium." So this is now the color that's officially called. And that wet aluminum or liquid aluminum also is a great one. Yeah, we'll bounce it off the guys and see what we.
So much fun. All right, we'll check in with you again shortly, and looking forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.
Thanks so much, Brian. Yeah, and looking forward to seeing everyone at SunNFun and sit inside and see up close what it's all about. Thank you.
Sounds good. I'll see you then.
All right. See you. Bye.